docket number 3-035-15. That's Rocky Mountain Power's application for authority to revise Tariff Schedule 98, Renewable Energy Credits Balancing Account. My name is Mike Cameron. I am the Commission's designated presiding officer. Let's go ahead and take appearances, beginning with Rocky Mountain Power, please.
Hey, thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, everyone. Zachary Rogala for the company. Happy to be here.
Welcome. Ms. Schmidt.
Thank you. Patricia E. Schmidt and Patrick Greeku of the Utah Attorney General's Office. We are Assistant Attorney Generals for the division. Thank you.
Welcome. And are there any other parties that would like to enter an appearance?
I have communicated with the office and with UAE, and neither is planning on participating today.
Thank you, Ms. Schmidt. Okay, is there anything before we ask Mr. Regala to call his first witness? All right, Mr. Regala, I'll ask you to do so. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Your Honor. We're here today requesting interim approval of the company's annual Schedule 98 REC balancing account adjustment. This year's adjustment results in a pass-through of an overall $1.1 million refund Utah customers. But before I call our chief witness, with the Commission's permission, I'd like to move for admission of our application and accompanying exhibits.
They're admitted.
All right, thank you. Your Honor, I'd like to call our witness, Shelley McCoy, today. Also on the call are company witnesses Robert Meredith and Marcelina Hundis, but Shelley McCoy will be our principal witness. So
I'll go ahead and swear her then.
Yep, thank you.
Ms. McCoy, do you swear to tell the truth? Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. McCoy, can you please state and spell your name for the record, please?
Yes. Shelley E. McCoy. Shelley is Shelley. McCoy, McCoy.
And can you state for the record who you're employed by and what's your business record or your business address? Sorry.
Yes. I'm employed by Pacificor, doing business with Rocky Mountain Power. And my business address is 825 Northeast Multnomah, Suite 2000, Portland, Oregon, 97232.
Great. And what's your position with the company?
I am the Director of Revenue Requirement.
And what's your educational and professional experience for this role?
Yep. So I have a Bachelor of Science degree in accounting. I've taken numerous regulatory and leadership conference trainings and conferences, and my responsibilities are overseeing the calculation of the revenue requirement, reporting regulatory earnings, and overseeing the jurisdictional allocation for reporting in the 6 states in which we serve.
Thank you. And in this position, have you had the opportunity to review the company's application and relevant exhibits in this proceeding?
Yes, I have.
And have you prepared a statement regarding your review of those materials?
Yes.
Can you please provide that for the Commission?
Definitely. Good morning. On March 15th, 2023, Rocky Mountain Power filed its annual Renewable Energy Credit Balancing Account, or RBA, seeking to refund a deferral balance to Utah customers through Schedule 98 of approximately $1.1 million over a one-year period beginning June 1st, 2023. The RBA deferral is calculated as the difference between actual REC revenue realized by the company and the amount and rates during the deferral period or calendar year 2022. The refund amount also includes a net carrying charge during the 2022 deferral period and the interim period of January 1st, 2023 through May 31st, 2023 of approximately $92,000. The deferral balance was calculated in a manner consistent with previous RBA filings. Ms. Hundas, Mr. Meredith, and myself filed testimony in support of the company's application describing the calculations. My testimony describes the calculation of the deferral amounts and the amount of REC revenue allocated to Utah ratepayers. Ms. Hundas's testimony presents detailed accounting of total company REC revenue for calendar year 2022, and Mr. Meredith's testimony addresses the allocation of the RBA surcharge among the customer classes and the resulting tariff Schedule 98 rates in this case. On April 26, 2023, the Division of Public Utilities filed comments in support of the proposed rate change becoming effective on an interim basis on June 1st, 2023, pending their final audit of the REC revenues contained in this filing. No other party filed comments in this phase of the proceeding. The company respectfully requests the Commission approve the company's request to return to customers $1.1 million associated with this RBA filing on an interim basis beginning June 1st, 2023. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Ms. McCoy. And Your Honor, Rocky Mountain Power tenders this witness for cross-examination and questions from the hearing officer.
Just one, and I think this is trivial because you just stated the new tariff Schedule 98 rates are proposed to be effective June 1st, 2023, and it says so on page 6 of the application. But we noticed on page 5, it proposes they become effective on June 1st, 2022. I think that's obviously a typo, but I just wanted to confirm on the record that I'm not missing something.
That is correct. Yes, we're requesting they become effective June 1st, 2023.
Okay. Ms. Schmidt, any questions?
No questions, thank you.
Any other witnesses, Mr. Rogala?
No, Your Honor. We rest our case.
Thank you, Ms. McCoy. Ms. Schmidt, are you ready to call your first witness?
I am. The division would like to call Justin Christensen as its witness. May he please be sworn.
Mr. Christensen, do you swear to tell the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Good morning. Could you please state and spell your full name for the record?
Yes, it's Justin Christensen. That's Justin, Justin, Christensen, Christensen.
By whom are you employed and what is your title?
I'm employed with the Division of Public Utilities as a utility analyst.
How long have you been employed by the division?
I have been with the division since 2013.
Could you please give your business address?
Yes, it's 160 East, 300 South, Salt Lake City, Utah, 84114.
On the 4th floor?
Yes.
Could you please briefly describe your educational experience?
Yes, I have a bachelor's degree in mathematics, and I have an MBA with an emphasis in accounting.
And from what institutions were you awarded those degrees?
With the bachelor's degree, I got it from the University of Utah in 2008, and the MBA from the University of Phoenix in 2009.
Have you participated in this docket on behalf of the division?
Are you referring to the current one or previous ones?
This current docket, yes.
Yes, I have.
Is this the first RBA audit that you have participated in?
Yes.
Have you participated in other audits on behalf of the division?
Yes, I have participated in numerous audits over the years, including the Blue Sky, the Lifeline program, and the demand side management.
With respect to this docket, have you reviewed the application, testimonies, and exhibits filed by the company?
I have.
Did you prepare or cause to be prepared and filed the division's preliminary recommendation dated April 26th?
I have.
Do you have any changes or corrections to that preliminary recommendation?
I do not.
Do you adopt that preliminary recommendation as part of your testimony here today?
I do.
The division would like to move for the admission of its preliminary recommendation dated April 26th.
It's admitted. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Christensen, do you have a summary to present?
I do.
Please proceed.
Okay, good morning, everybody. As the company has stated, Schedule 98 tracks the difference between renewable energy credit or REC revenues included in rates and actual REC revenues collected from the sale of RECs by the company. The variances between REC revenues included in rates and actual REC revenues collected are identified and deferred each month for 1 calendar year. Annually, on March 15th, a renewable energy credits balancing account, or RBA, application is filed to present the variances, including applicable carrying charges with 100% true-up for the difference between the amounts in rates and actual sales occurring through Schedule 98 if prudent. The collection or credit under Schedule 98 will be made annually effective June 1st. The application under this docket is the 11th deferred RBA rate adjustment. The company proposes to refund $1.1 million over 1 year from June 1st, 2023 through May 31st, 2024. This is a net increase of $369,000 or 0.02%. The company also proposes to allocate the 2023 RBA deferral revenue across customer classes based on the cost of service factor 10. This docket marks the 4th year of the inclusion of Kennecott contract revenue, which represents the revenue the company received from the non-generation and REC supply agreement between Kennecott Utah Copper LLC and Pacific Corp, dated April 8, 2019. The Commission's standard for evaluating whether to approve an interim rate request in an energy balancing account application is found in Utah Code Section 54-7-13.5, which states that the company must make an acceptable first look showing that the proposed interim rate appears consistent with prior year's filings, and the interim rate requested is more likely to reflect actual costs than the current rates. The division adopts this standard to evaluate Rocky Mountain Power's interim rate request in this docket. In summary, the division has performed a preliminary review of the filing and corresponding commission orders and found that in general, the company has complied with the commission's orders and meets statutory standards for such applications. The proposed interim rate is more likely to reflect actual costs than the current rates. The division recommends the commission to approve the change to Schedule 98 as filed and approve the rate increase on an interim basis until the division can complete a final audit by July 17, 2023 of the REC revenues contained in this filing.
Mr. Christensen is now available for cross-examination questions and questions from the presiding officer.
Mr. Ruagala?
No questions for me, Your Honor. Great summary. Thank you.
And I have none. Thank you, Mr. Christensen.
Thank you.
No other witnesses, Ms. Schmid?
No other witnesses.
All right. Is there anything else before we adjourn?
Nothing further from the division.
Thank you, everyone, for your participation. Have a wonderful afternoon.